Today is the 1st of January 2020 and we are grateful to be alive in 2020. Thank you so much for joining us on this news roundup. So let us look at the stories that made the headlines today. The President E.D. Mnangagwa's 2020 vision, he was speaking yesterday and he said the country's focus in 2020 should be on increased productivity, economic growth and job creation for the betterment of people's livelihoods. In his New Year message that was delivered yesterday at the State House, the President said the country faced several challenges such as destruction and deaths brought by Cyclone Idai and drought, but he thanked Zimbabweans for their unity in facing the challenges. In other news as well, hospital fees go up in Zimbabwe. So the Ministry of Health and Child Welfare has reviewed hospital fees with effect from 1 January 2020, that is today. So the Permanent Secretary announced in a statement on Tuesday and said the decision to increase the fees was reached after taking into consideration the plight of the general populace as well as the inflationary environment that is currently prevailing. So the state locates properties and cars bought by Chiwenga's wife Mary Mbayowa in South Africa. So the state has located the properties and the cars that were bought by Mary. This emerged today during Mary Mbayowa's bail appeal in the matter which she is facing foreign currency externalization, money laundering and fraud charges. So the state led by Ms. Sharon Ferro urged that Mbayowa was facing serious charges that could earn her at least 25 years in jail or be ordered to repay twice the amount she allegedly produced the state. So Kenny Mbayowa offers his upmarket house for Mary's bail. So Kenny Mbayowa, the father to Mary Chiwenga, has offered to surrender title deeds of his upmarket house in Hatfield, Harare as surety in a bid to have his daughter granted bail at the High Court. And Blair residents urge government to stabilize the economy. They have yesterday expressed hope for a better 2020, urging the government to continue implementing measures to stabilize the economy and improve service delivery. So the residents' hopes are lying on President Mnangagwa's promises for better times ahead as his government has moved from austerity measures after fixing economic fundamentals. In business news, a VAT reduction takes off. So the Zimbabwe Revenue Authority, ZIMRA, has said on Sunday local businesses must be ready to effect a 0.5% point reduction in value-added tax, VAT, which comes into effect on 1 January, which is today. The move, which will likely result in minor price reduction, follows the decision by Finance Minister Professor Mtuli in the 2020 budget presented last month to reduce VAT to 14.5% from 15% effective beginning of this year. And David Whitehead resuscitation beacons. David Whitehead Textiles has paid off significant pre- and post-judicial management debts, a development that will pave way for the resuscitation of the company. This comes after Agri-Value Chain AVC acquired 52% stake in David Whitehead under judicial management at a price consideration of $5.4 million in May. And also Econet suffers $1.9 billion in exchange losses. Econet Wireless Zimbabwe says it incurred $1.5 billion in Zimbabwean dollars in foreign currency exchange losses in the half year ended 31 August 2019 due to depreciation of the local currency. So Chairman Dr. James Meyer said despite the foreign exchange losses incurred, the group's net foreign exchange position remained sound due to investments in liquid telecoms. And also millers confront top government officials for favoring cronies with grain subsidy. Millers have threatened legal action against one of the finance minister Mtuli Ncuve's tip aides for allegedly creating artificial shortages of mealie. So Andrew Bumbe, who has the ministry's Zimbabwe Aid Debt Management, is accused of denying over 40 millers access to state-funded maize for affordable mealie production. And also Zimbabwe-Russia diamond companies signed deals. So the Zimbabwe Consolidated Diamond Company, ZCDC, and Russia Development Producer Across has signed agreements to finalize the creation of a joint venture to prospect and explore the mineral deposits locally. So the move is an endorsement of President Mnangagwa's drive to attract investment into Zimbabwe in a bid to reignite the economy after years of stagnation. So now we look at entertainment news. Winky D launches album Njema. So yesterday, Winky D launched his album Njema, and he was wearing a red and white jersey, same as Zimbabwe Prison Services garb, which left one popular journalist asking if Winky D was painting the picture that Zimbabwe is now a prison due to the economic crisis. 2019 Radio Zimbabwe Coca-Cola Top Song. The most followed radio chart show in Zimbabwe, the Radio Zimbabwe Coca-Cola Top 50, closed the decade with yet another huge participation. John Mnodawafa took the #1 spot with his song Tendai, garnering 205,127 votes. Mugaden was also voted the best 2019 video. Winky D and Njema's collaboration Mugaden was voted the best video of 2019 by the ZBC TV Coke Top 50 viewers. So the video, which was released on Valentine's Day in 2019, is already sitting on close to 4 million views on YouTube. And also in South Africa and other news, Yvonne Chaka Chaka deported from Uganda. So Yvonne Chaka Chaka has been deported from Uganda, where she was set to perform at a concert ushering in the new year. Chaka Chaka entered the country using a wrong visa and was consequently deported. So in sports, South African-based Bosso legend launches fundraising initiative. South Africa-based Warriors and Islanders legend Alexander Maseko has started an ambitious fundraising initiative that seeks to raise a minimum of 300,000 rand for Bosso. So Highlanders has been facing financial challenges and has not been able to commit to competing in the CAF Confederations Cup after winning Chibuku Super Cup. Another big loss for Highlanders. Reigning goalkeeper of the year Arios Vanda might not don the Highlanders jersey next year as interest for Zimbabwean football players continues to increase outside borders ahead of 2020 calendar year. So this is the stories that is managed to make the headlines today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.